for me, I'm looking for someone who, maybe before I would say money. Now that I'm trying. Now that I'm see, to be honest, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be honest because I'm now living a very honest life to myself, and with the environment that I am. I'm making little money. I'm not rich. I'm not a billionaire. I'm just getting started. I'm not looking for a billionaire. I'm looking for a comfortable guy. Be able to do basic things.
What does comfortable mean?
Comfortable for me, have a house, have a car.
When you say have a house in your name, like buy a house or rent a house?
No, in his name now. You have his own house.
But how many men have bought houses that are in this?
Then something's wrong. Because even me as a young girl, I don't because that means you don't have a future. You can't be with me. Because me, I'm a young girl. I'm already paying small. Every month I go squeeze money. Before you know, I don't pay finish. So you cannot come and tell me. No, because I even get past anybody. To be comfortable, have a house, one car, your wife or your girl. It's okay. I don't mind to tell one car, one child, 3 car, one car for the children. It's okay, I bear. You got it. Thank you.
You guys, so that is how Nollywood actress Lilian put herself in wahala with another Nollywood actress, Uche, and social media people too, when she was on an interview that Tokema Kinwa hosted, and she talked about the kind of man that she wants to marry. She said that the man has to have a house in his name. It doesn't mean that you rented the house and they wrote Mr. Amos rented house for 2 years. She means that Mr. Amos has to be the owner of the house, like he has bought the house, either paid in full or you are paying in installments. Just this way she said that she's paying her own in installments, and that in a few years' time she's going to be a homeowner in Lagos. And that if you as a man, you don't even know that in Lagos you can buy houses in installments. That means people are not on the same level mentally and all that to even be married, and that God has pursued you from her life. Anyway, she said that she can manage one car, even though Toke was looking like one car is too small. She said 3 cars, one for the husband, one for the wife, one for the children. And you guys, all this thing brought a lot of back and forth from social media people. Some people were like, you that is saying you want a house and everything, do you have house? Other people said, leave Lillian alone. She has told you people what she wants. It's her own personal decision. She knows where her level is, and maybe she coming down to a man who doesn't have a house is a downgrade for her. Since she says she's paying for a house, maybe she feels that if she meets a guy who has not paid for his own house, she's downgrading herself. Anyways, Nollywood actress Uche Ebere was not having all these things that Lillian was saying. She commented under the post and said that it is age that is disturbing Lillian, and that when time goes, we know how far her mentality will change. By then, she must have deceived a lot of gullible girls. Then she will use that her money and get a man, even if the man does not have any sensible thing doing. You guys, what do you think? Some people have said that Lillian didn't talk about a man's character and all that, which is what keeps a marriage. But that's not the full video. I don't know if in the full video she talked about character and all that, but talking about this part of the video where we are working with, she has said what she wants. She says she's the one that has a house. She has a house. So maybe it's like how you have some men say, okay, I have achieved this kind of thing. I will not go for a girl lower than that. You understand? So maybe that's the same thing that Lillian is looking at. And like Toke asked her, how many men do you think have a house in this time? And I'm not saying that men don't have house. I'm just saying that, do you think that she who is saying a man must have a house, do you think that it's a valid reason to get married? Because the man might not have a house today, but he's doing okay, and he might have a house in a few years time. Maybe he doesn't want to do mortgage, maybe where he can afford mortgage for, he doesn't like the location, just a lot of things. He might have land, he might not have a house. It's that he's living in by himself. There are a lot of factors. I don't think that you can just say a man must have a house. There are some men who have houses. There are other men who don't have houses in their name, but maybe they have multiple lands in their name somewhere. Some men don't even have land, but they, in years to come, they might. You understand? I also, why I'm not even stressing over Lillian is that I think it's her call. Oh. It's her life. She has chosen what she wants, for her life and her marriage. I hope it works for her. You know, probably doesn't want to downgrade. She knows the level of success she has achieved, and maybe she feels like with these things she feels like they are little. Sometimes when you get to a certain point, some things are little for you. So maybe this house and car thing is now very small for her, that she feels like a man must have these things before she goes for him. And some other men too in the comment section came out to say that they are in support of her because they feel like a man has to be very, very comfortable, before he gets married. And I think that comfort is relative, and that's why I'm not breaking my head about Lillian's thought. Another person's comfort might be 50,000, another person's comfort can be 100, can be 200, can be 500. In fact, another person's comfort can be 5 million, 10 million. Comfort, I guess, is different for different people. Lillian has said her own. I guess the men that want to marry Lillian have to go and start looking for land to buy in Echo. Eh? If you're a man and Lillian is in your books, you know that right now, if you don't have foundation, just remove yourself from the list. Lillian has spoken her own. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. Do you think that a man has to have all these things that Lillian has said before he gets married? Or do you think that it's just Lillian's call? She can do whatever she wants to do. Do you also think that actress Uche Ebere's point in this whole conversation is valid? Do you think that the whole thing she said about Lillian meeting a man later on and using her money to buy the man, do you think that kind of thing happens? Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. It's the restaurant. I thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, you know what to do. Like it, like it, like it. Turn on the bell, subscribe. Please follow us on our Facebook page. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Let's go and check the price of cement, because houses have to be built. Bye, guys.